Good morning. Welcome to another edition of See You in the Morning. And those of you who may be asking, what is See You in the Morning? It's my horrible idea to get up every morning and give you all a piece of me. Come up with just some different stuff to talk about, express my feelings. And that's what we don't do enough of. We don't have enough men feeling comfortable enough to express. I don't know what that was on my face, to express their feelings. And that's what I'm here to do. I'm here to express my feelings, let my thoughts out. That's what I do first thing in the morning to a bunch of complete strangers. And some of y'all aren't complete strangers. Y'all are incomplete strangers. Not saying that y'all are complete, just saying that I don't consider y'all to be complete strangers. But that's neither here nor there. First of all, welcome to the show, man. If this is your first time hearing this, you're about to experience something so cold, man. And if you are returning, I appreciate y'all returning. Thank y'all so much for coming back. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you chose to be here with me. And I appreciate that, man. First thing I do on this show, man, is I say hi to people. You know, if I ain't sleeping with you, I'm speaking with you. So I come up here and say hi. The first three people to come up and say hi, I go ahead and get them a little medal. It ain't a real medal. They can't wear it or nothing like that, but it's a personal victory. You can put it on your resume if you need to. Yeah, I'm not saying that it's gonna get the job when you do, but I'm all for it. I just moving on. Uh, Winning the bronze medal today. Man, we got a guy here, man. My man Dion, no flaws, boom. First man, perfect out here in these streets. No flaws. No flaws. He don't eat food. Um, I don't know how he maintains living, but he don't eat anything. He don't drink milk. He don't eat meats. He just out here, man, living off of air and opportunity. Delicious. Delicious. The prep time is low. Big shout outs again to another fitness nut. That's Marche Copeland, also known as Trouble. And you can tell she's trouble just by her profile picture. Thighs all the way out. There's a lot of out. There's thighs out. She got feathers on. That right there already tells you, fellas. You already know if you run into a woman with that level of confidence, you already know you got some issues you're gonna be dealing with. You already know she ain't finna be right. You already know. Be prepared to argue at least once a week. That level of lady confidence. That's once a week argument at least. Sometimes 3 times a week. And winning the gold today, Kim Cat Thomas Jones. Good morning, Kim Cat. Got the baby in the picture and the story behind the baby. But good morning, Kim Cat Jones. Now we go ahead and speak to everybody else. Patricia Pippin up there, sunglasses on in the picture. You need sunshades on. Too cool. Too cool. You got sunshades on. Eartha, Katrina, Crystal Sex Appeal. Good morning. I don't know how Crystal and Crystal always be together. Crystal and Crystal. Um, the crystals, the crystal gems is what they are. Crystal Purnell, good morning. Pope Calvin J. Hill is in here. Dolores is in the building. Princess, love Barbara. Professional bowler extraordinaire. Nobody plays with other people's balls better than Larry Hales. That's all I know. Congratulations, Larry, on becoming an uncle this morning. So congratulations to Larry in the building. Roberta Carter is in the building as well. Marche trying to say she don't argue, but we don't believe it. Nobody believes that, Marche. Nobody believes it. Nobody believes that you are argument ready. But Larry Hales, man, shout out. I don't know why I'm congratulating you for becoming an uncle. You didn't do anything. I don't know why I even people always congratulating people for stuff that they didn't do. Man, congratulations on becoming an uncle. How? He didn't do anything. That wasn't him. It was two other people hunching. Somebody else had the baby. You just happen to be related. That don't earn. But because I know what type of person Larry is, I can congratulate him on becoming an uncle because I know he'll be involved. We forever congratulating people on stuff. People congratulate me on my daughter graduating. I didn't go to their class. She did all that work. That was all her. I don't know why y'all congratulate me. Congratulates her. She did the work. She graduated. I ain't do nothing but help pay for it. That's all I'm saying. We be out here miscongratulating people. Miscongratulating people. Good morning, Gigi. What we talking about? Today's a Thursday. Today is Thursday. So I can talk about anything on a Thursday. So first of all, I want to talk about last night. Erykah Badu was in concert last night, and we're just now clearing the weed smoke out of the air. We are just getting it together. A lot of y'all last night went to that Erykah Badu concert. Hopefully they don't drug test you at your job. I know weed has been made legal in many areas, but not on many jobs. And y'all went last night. That Erykah Badu, I don't even know if y'all know what she sang about. They was on and on, on and on. I never the weed smoke was so high last night that it actually showed up on Doppler radar. I didn't even go to the concert, didn't go anywhere near the concert, but I already know what happened last night. And I know Gigi, you might love her. Erykah Badu is a different type of woman. Any woman that'll bottle the essence of her vagina and sell it, that's a different lady. That's a different lady. Erykah Badu, as fine as she is, let Erykah Badu be a lesson to you fellas. Sometimes you got to leave those fine, well put together women alone. The best woman is probably gonna be that ugly one that really ain't got her stuff going. You got to start leaving them fine women alone because these fine women got problems. Erykah Badu, really, any man that has messed with Erykah Badu has never been the same since. Look at look at her list of victims. Erykah Badu is the ultimate black widow. Nobody has been the same since messing with Erykah Badu. Common is weird. Andre 3000 used to be the street poet. He used to be what everybody wanted to be. He was the perfect example of Southern playalistic Cadillac funky music. Now we don't know what he is. We have no idea what happened to him. He got one taste of Erykah Badu, and he ain't been right since. Jay Electronica, we'll never get another album from Jay Electronica. Never gonna get it. You can call in Vogue on that one. Never gonna get it. You got to watch what you end up with, ladies and fellas. You got to watch what you want. And people, man, I've seen a lot of men lust after Erykah Badu. She got the pretty brown round driving you wild. But I'm telling y'all now, the Bible tells us that girl is poison. He was Andre Benjamin. He's Andre 300 now. Look, he done lost 2,700. He done lost 2,700. We don't know what's going on with Andre. He done lost it all the way together. All that from one hit. There's perfect examples of that. It's always been that the vagina is dangerous. You got to look at it historically. Everything that's gone wrong has gone wrong because of women. If we've had wars, there's been a woman in the middle of it. If you watch the movie Casino, he had everything going for him until he got with Ginger. A woman ruined all of that. The little boy died on Titanic over a woman. Adam lost it over a woman. Samson, Lot, everybody. It's always been women. Women will make you. Women will make you. That's why I maintain my virginity, because I know once you stick your wick, there's no coming back. There's no coming back. You're done. You're done. You're done. What war was started because of a woman? Larry, all of them. Every last one. Don't you come in here wanting facts. That shows us we ain't got no sense. We do. We got plenty of sense until our sense is diluted by the poison of your. Well, you know what I'm getting ready to say. It's terrible out here. Every war was started because the war of the worlds, the Cold War, everything. Why do you think we ain't never had a woman president before? You fought in Iraq because of a woman. It was a woman's fault. I don't know which one, but it was. So we can't have a woman president. We can't. We can't have a woman president. She's gonna be down for a week out of the year. 12 weeks out of every year, the president gonna be down. The vice president gonna have to step in, and she gonna have the nuclear codes and menstrual cramps. You can't have the two together. I've known a lot of women, not biblically, but I know a lot of them. Not in the sense of the Bible knowing, but I know a lot of women. And I'm telling you right now, when they be on their special lady time, anything's liable to get destroyed. You can't have nuclear codes and cramps. You can't. Not at the same time. You realize how many times if Kamala, and I I'm proud of Kamala. She got the chucks and pearls, and she became vice president and disappeared. We ain't heard from her since. She been in witness protection, and I think that's on purpose because we just feel like Joe Biden can go at any time. Joe Biden is 997 years old. So we gotta protect Kamala at all costs. So that's why we ain't seen her. But if she was in there, I'm telling y'all now, at least once a month we be on the brink of war. She be able to blow all of it up. Now, Black Hero music say the old ones ain't got no cycles, but the high flashes is worse. High flashes is worse. You ever seen a woman with a high flash? Man, they will kill everything for a high flash. You talk about global warming, we'll be going through global cooling. Man, they ain't listen. The thermostats of the White House couldn't afford having a woman in there. Russia would have been gone. China, North Korea, everybody would have been gone. We wouldn't be but like 2 countries left. The first time Putin said something wrong and a woman president would have hit him with I don't know who he think he talking to. Woman president would have been told Putin, I ain't one of your little friends. I ain't one of your little friends. That's what she would have. That would have been her strategy. I ain't one of your little friends. Look, Miss Terry, no, just hot and mad the whole time. Hot flashes are worse, and I'm gonna tell you why hot flashes are worse because there's no time limit on hot flashes. Hot flashes happen at any point in time. You don't know what's going on. You never know when a hot flash hits a woman. When a hot flash hits a woman, she just starts stripping. You think you sexy. You think she feeling you like that. It ain't even her feeling you. It's just hot in there. She just taking off stuff. She trying to survive at this point. Hot flashes, they be combusting from the inside. You gotta watch it. They not made for those kinds of leadership positions. They not. It ain't what you want. You don't want it. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all ladies, y'all can try to deny it all you want to, but y'all know deep down in your heart, hot flashes will make you blow up a third world country. They'll just do it. It'll be over. Be over. Now today is Thursday. I wanted to talk about some weird stuff, some weird wild stuff. I realized a few things. I realized in the African American community, not only is there more than one way to skin a cat, we can't agree on recipes for stuff that should be easy to have a recipe for. For example, and I know y'all are trying to figure out what you're going on. And Tam, you trying to say not all of us are going through it. All of y'all are. Every last one of y'all. All of y'all got cramps and y'all all going through a change. You're all chameleons. If y'all got to go through a change, that's the problem. That means I can't trust you to be who you was when I put you in office because you're getting ready to go through a change. That's it. That's it. You're gonna have to deal with women just being hot for no reason. And where's it gonna get us? Where's it gonna get us? Nowhere. But that's not what we're here for. I'm here to talk about because I gotta go take my daughter to work. I'm here to talk about, and I want to get America's opinions. I asked the hard hitting questions on my show. I realized that yesterday. This show asks all the hard hitting questions. So today's hard hitting question for y'all, and I need y'all to dig deep. I need y'all to think this through because this one is one that's gonna bind or separate our community. This could be the toughest question, one of the toughest questions since do you put sugar in grits? This question really tells me all I need to know about you as a person. What is your process for making oodles or noodles? This tells me all I need to know about you. Are you a pot boiler? Do you put them in a pot? Do you make them in bowl? Do you put everything together, put it in a microwave? When do you add your season pack? I need to know what your process is. There's only one way. Do you leave your noodles together or do you break them up? That's what you got to do. You got to decide what you want to do. This is hard hitting. And I know some of you want to be hit hard, but I'm asking you the hard hitting questions. Good morning, Lakeisha. We all know that sugar doesn't belong in grits. We're not even talking about that. If you want sugar in your grits, go get yourself a bowl of Frosted Flakes. But let's talk about the process of your oodles or noodles. Well, Berta said she's a pot boiler. So you boil all of the water in the pot and then insert the oodles and noodles. Is that how you're going? Lakeisha says you leave them together. Why are you breaking the noodles? I've never been a whole noodle person. I don't even like when people get in there and they pull it out. It's not spaghetti. This oodles and noodles. I break my noodles up in the packet. Dolores is also a pot boiler. I'm seeing a lot of the ladies boil in pot. The proper way to do it. I'm telling y'all now. Break the noodles up in a bag. You boil your water separately. I don't care how you boil your water. Boil your water separately. Your water should be boiling on its own. I break mine up, put them in the bowl, then put the water over top of them with the seasoning packet. Cover them up. That's the perfect way to make it. Gigi is saying I don't eat them, but if I do eat them, and I generally don't, it's a child's meal. No seasoning pack on the stove. Leave them together, boil them, and sugar goes in. I don't believe you, Gigi. I think you're a better person than to be running around here putting sugar in your grits. I think you're a better person than that. I've known you since you were, I can't say since you was little because you're still little, and I know you're not putting sugar in your grits. I'm not even gonna believe the devil is taking hold of you that way. I'm not gonna do it. No seasoning pack on the stove. No seasoning pack on the stove. If you break your noodles, you might as well call it rice. Well, let it be rice. Let it be oodles of rice. Boil your water, break the noodles, place that in the boiling water, add sprinkle seasoning, drain, eat. You draining? Why are you draining your noodles? If you do your noodles right, your noodles is going to the water up anyway. Why are you draining? Who drains the oodles and noodles? Boil the water first. Just had some last night. See, boil the water, put a whole pack in the water, drain the excess water, then put the noodles and the desired amount of water in the bowl. Put the seasoning pack in, stir, mix, and enjoy. Put it all in together and let them come to a boil. It's $1 noodles, not that complicated. See, Tab is going left though. We got 75 different ways to make them. First of all, why are they $1? Oodles of noodles should be 12 cents. I grew up on the time when oodles and noodles didn't cost you any money. Matter of fact, I grew up when you could steal oodles and noodles and it wouldn't even be a crime. They didn't even have a value on it. Remember, they used to always say, don't eat the oodles and noodles, they made out of wax. So they wouldn't even mind you stealing it. The seasoning goes in when the noodles are done. Not saying I still eat them, Marsha. I haven't had oodles and noodles in at least 3 days. But what I'm saying is don't do them. You drain it if you had too much water. Gigi's making grits now. Boil in half water and half chicken broth. Oh, so you gourmet. You gourmet. I'm not even gonna do if I'm gonna do chicken broth. I'm doing a whole chicken broth. Put all of it in there. Let all the chicken broth in there. Throw it all away. My kids love it. Boil the water, add the noodles, then drain the excess water. Leave a little water. Add seasoning, let it sit for a few minutes, then eat. Boil your water, add your noodles, drain the water, and add a raw egg. You're seasoning a piece of cheese. All right, Michelle. So I just what do we add? What is the egg for? See, listen, what is the egg for is a question that I've been asking with a lot of people. What is the egg for? What is the egg for? What people that go and get them boiling bags, they like to eat your I love adding scallions. Who just be having scallions around the house? What but why are we adding a raw egg? What is the egg for? What is the raw egg adding? I don't know. True Japanese ramen has eggs, and I get that, and I don't understand why. I seen the pictures. I seen the little ramen stores, the ramen restaurants, and they got the egg, and I don't understand why. I don't know why the egg is in a crab boil. Why is the egg in a crab boil? The egg makes it creamy. Mm-mm. Nope, Michelle. Mm-mm. Over medium egg. Mm-mm. No. Mm-mm. Nope. Y'all killing the game. Okay. All right. So we see that for all intents and purposes, nobody knows how to make nobody knows how to make oodles and noodles correctly, and people are ruining it out there. See, that's what I'm trying to tell you. We think we got unity in the black community. We think everybody's at home making oodles and noodles the same way. We see right now 17,000 ways. Every person up here makes their oodles and noodles a different way, and some people are putting eggs in them. Boil mine in a pot. I add a little salt. I let the water boil. Then I add my noodles. I let them cook halfway. Then I drain the excess water. I leave a little water. Cover the bowl and let them finish cooking. Once they done, I add seasoning. Then I add red pepper and some form of meat. Just any kind of meat. Always wonder why the egg was in a crab boil too. It doesn't make no sense. People be going crazy. Let me get crabs, potatoes, corn. Oh, and a boiled egg. What? What kind of my stomach I don't care about? What kind of I don't care about my stomach are you living in your life? This is ghetto yak. And I don't even think yak is actually a Chinese food. I don't think you can go to China and order yak. You can't go and order sausage and rice. It's a lot of stuff. All right, last one. Last one, because y'all are fully engaged while I still got y'all attention. I need to know. I need to know what is your procedure. And I'm not saying you're still doing it. This is one I haven't had in years, but I do know the proper way to make it. It used to be a staple in black homes. What is your procedure? What is your procedure for making Kool-Aid? Where are you going with your Kool-Aid? How are you making your Kool-Aid? What are your steps? And there's a proper way. I'm gonna tell y'all the proper way to make Kool-Aid, the best way to make Kool-Aid. But how are y'all making Kool-Aid? Some of y'all are just out there putting water in the thing, then putting the Kool-Aid packet, and then pouring. You ain't even measuring the sugar out. You just pouring sugar until the ancestors tell you to stop. At least it doesn't drink Kool-Aid. I know you made it before though. Gigi says sugar, packet, then water. Now, Kool-Aid is falling off in the community. Kool-Aid ain't what it used to be. Kool-Aid and oodles and noodles used to cost the same amount. They used to be about 5 cents a piece. That used to be a poor man's meal. For a quarter, you could go get you a full meal. A quarter, you could go get yourself a pack of ramen, some oodles and noodles, and live. Now it's no longer. Powder, sugar, water, stir. Now here's how I say you make Kool-Aid. This is time proven true way, the best way to do it. If you're doing it any other way, you're wrong. Y'all ready for it? I'm gonna give it to you if y'all are ready for it. What we first gonna do is we're gonna take our flavor packet. We'll put that into your container. Next, you're gonna measure out your sugar. Now, I think they tell you to put a cup of sugar in. I think in most African American homes, you're gonna put at least 2 to 4 pounds of sugar in your Kool-Aid. Next, I'm gonna add maybe enough water to cover my sugar Kool-Aid mixture. Just enough. Then I'm gonna use a cooking term. I had a dear friend suggest that I watch a show on Netflix called the pressure cooker, and I saw the cooker. I saw them cook it. I saw them use words, and so you make a slurry. You put a little slurry. You make it a little slurry at the bottom. You put just enough water to dissolve that sugar and Kool-Aid. It's gonna be a little slurry down at the bottom. Pow, 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 pow. Then you come back in, top that off with water until full. Get that a free stores, and that's work. Black folk ain't don't measure. You got to measure. I know we don't measure. I know y'all just pour it in until your arm get tired. I've always measured. I've always measured the sugar. I've never just gone straight in. I've always measured the sugar. Always measure. And if you really want to get that sugar, if you really want to get a sugar Kool-Aid to dissolve, put in some hot water. Put that hot water in, that'll dissolve it. Yeah, there you go. A little warm water. There you go. Black Hero Music Notes. A little warm water. Put a little warm water in, that'll dissolve everything. You got to measure. I used to do packet, then water, but transition to water, then packet, sugar, measured, stir, and enjoy. And what I like about Lynette, what she's been putting on it, is each store is the last step. Her last step has been enjoy for each of these two delicate meals. I think sometimes we forget about the enjoy part. You're supposed to enjoy it. You're supposed to enjoy it. If you get these delectable meals, you're supposed to enjoy them. We forget about the enjoy. You can feel the right amount of sugar. If you're making grape or fruit punch, you got to mix it with lemonade or lemons. But why though? But why? If I'm making grape, I need it to be grapey. I don't need my grape to be lemonade. Now I know a lot of people, especially in our youth, that used to be one of the joys of our youth is experimenting with Kool-Aid. We experimented with Kool-Aids before we experimented with drugs. We experimented with using different types of Kool-Aids. You try to figure out which one of the Kool-Aids or which two or three you could put together. Now my favorite Kool-Aid flavor of all time, beyond any, the best Kool-Aid flavor. If any of y'all say anything different, you risk being blocked from here. Now, Purple Source Rex was great. I can't even take away from Purple Source Rex. That was a great flavor. But Berry Blue is it. Berry Blue is the pinnacle of Kool-Aid flavors. Now, old women only let you have red and yellow and orange. But the pinnacle of Kool-Aid flavors, without question, is Berry Blue. I can make a Berry Blue pitcher of Kool-Aid and drink it as soon as I make it. Berry Blue. Cold Berry Blue, man, y'all done lost y'all mind. And can't none of y'all give me a better flavor. Raspberry, no. Absolutely not, Katrina. Absolutely not. And you've been blocked from commenting for the next 4 days. There was no aftertaste of Berry Blue. Marche, blocked. I'm trying to tell y'all right now, there's absolutely no way. Berry Blue is what you want. Lasha Unda is agreeing. Yes, Berry Blue. And you keep talking about this great lemonade mix. We can knock that off of the thing, but it's Berry Blue. Tab says grape. That just tells me you are an old lady, even as a young person. Berry Blue when it's cold, man, there is no greater. I'm telling y'all right now. A lot of people don't know the Bible like I know the Bible. People believe that Jesus turned that water into wine. He actually turned it into Berry Blue Kool-Aid. He actually turned it into Berry Blue Kool-Aid. Now, the fact that we did have an off-brand Kool-Aid was great. I love the fact that Flavor Aid was great to me because Flavor Aid, I never drank Flavor Aid. Our family, we didn't want to admit our poorness. People would not put Flavor Aid on that register with pride. If you had gotten down to your coins were so low that you was buying Flavor Aid, you already know. You already know your life had hit rock bottom. Your life had hit rock bottom. If you in there buying Flavor Aid, somebody in your house is smoking crack and selling stuff. If you drink Flavor Aid on purpose, somebody in your home is smoking crack and selling all your electronics. I said it, and that's it. Flavor Aid, if you couldn't afford Kool-Aid, Kool-Aid was already what, 10 for $1? Flavor Aid came out at what, 36 for $1? If you got down to Flavor Aid, If you got down to, I pray for anybody that had to buy Flavor Aid on purpose. If your family, listen, your family was getting fed for 35 cents a day if y'all was drinking Flavor Aid. And that's all I'm telling you. And there's nothing wrong with needing a little help. But if you was drinking Flavor Aid on purpose, you had real family issues. You should have got this. Somebody should have stepped in from social services. Matter of fact, I really believe that if you was a mandatory reporter and you worked at a grocery store, if you saw somebody buying Flavor Aid, you were supposed to report them to social services immediately. Flavor Aid was terrible. Flavor Aid and bag cereal. And you can say what you want to say. Your mama can tell you whatever you want to say about bag cereal. Listen, King Vitamin, nobody should have been eating King Vitamin. Now I know y'all say all cereal comes in a bag because it's even in a bag in the box. But let me see the box. Let me know that there was a box. Let there be some level of protection between my cereal and the outside world. Them off brand Cocoa Puffs, King Vitamin, all of those back cereal is also similar to liquor. Cereal and Princess, I get it. That is just marketing. That's not the point. Cereal is similar to liquor. We got shelving. That bottom shelf, that low shelf of cereal, you didn't want it. Cereal, toothpaste is definite. Now y'all may not realize it, but toothpaste and liquor is sold exactly the same. When you start going for bottom shelf toothpaste, you might well just brush your teeth with water. This is shelving. You got top shelf toothpaste, top shelf cereal, top shelf liquor, bottom shelf, you don't want it. Now, Princess, I don't know. You talking about some good bottom shelf liquor. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know why. Listen, you should never have to look down for your liquor. Right here. Once you just stick your arm out, that's where your liquor should be. You should be doing this with liquor. This is how you should be buying your liquor. If you start, Like he said, my mom used to buy AIM toothpaste. You should have been aiming for something else. Her aim was off. She should have been aiming for higher goals for y'all. So y'all didn't brush your teeth at all. And it's funny that Pinnacle is called Pinnacle, but it's a low brand liquor. The actual Pinnacle is the top of the chain, but Pinnacle is not. It's not. It's a headache in a bottle. I'm just letting y'all know. Now, I will say this. Normally, I can read the comment section and not be triggered. But Marche, even though I banned her for her slander, even though I had to go ahead and get her for her slander, she slandered me. I will say this: I saw that she put something on there that triggered me, and brought up some thoughts of my childhood that I've been trying to bury. And she mentioned powdered milk, and I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I think powdered milk was abuse. I think my mom abused me a little bit when she made me do powdered milk. Cause the first time my mama brought some powdered milk into the house, my mom was like, yeah, I was like, Mom, needs a cereal, but we ain't got no milk. She's like, there's plenty of milk in there. And I went and looked in the refrigerator. I was like, Mom, in the refrigerator right now, there's no milk. She told us to look on top. And I don't know what you mean, look on top of the refrigerator. Why would the milk be on top of the refrigerator? And then there it was, on top of the refrigerator, on top of Old Smoky. What's it milk? And you couldn't even, you could never, I don't care if you was a NASA scientist. I don't care if you could If you knew the Pythagorean theorem by heart, I don't care if you made up anything. You could never get the ratio of water to powder right to make powdered milk taste good. Yep. And my mama, and I knew my mama sold drugs. I just could never prove it. She always was acting like she was teaching night school or doing some kind of extracurricular activity. But I was like, don't nobody want to learn that much, mom. And I knew my mama was probably selling drug when she would try to cut regular milk with the powder. When she would be like, she gonna make this milk last a little longer, so she gonna take regular milk and cut it with powder milk and give you more milk. And I just like, it's not more milk. It's just nasty. Just spend the money, mama. Why? Oh, I ain't even go. I'm getting ready to get off. I can't even continue the show. I can't even do the rest of the show now. I'm trying to. I'm gonna call y'all back. We'll do this again tomorrow. Tomorrow will be Friday. This powdered milk scenario. I'll see y'all tomorrow morning. I can't. Powdered milk. Oh, it was like breast milk when you was. I don't know why you got me drinking breast milk, mama. Why? I'm go, y'all.